and I am your Sherpa up the mountain of reviewing and drinks, and probably the least qualified to do so. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is just, I drink something, I talk about it a little bit, I rate it, and yeah, I will sometimes read a few nutritional facts if I can, and just talk about my life and, in general. It's very personal. I've always thought that drinking or eating is a community. Obviously you have to do it on your own, but I think that we get a lot more said and brought together during a meal or during a drinking. I know that a lot of people when they're traveling, they're in the car by themselves, they got a drink, and it might be nice to see someone drinking the drink and kind of how their responses are, how their conversation is, and yeah. Obviously, it isn't a true conversation. This is a one-way conversation. This is me yakking, and some people don't care for that or don't have the attention span for it. So I definitely understand. And I don't mean that as a diss. I have my own issues. I don't know if I could sit and watch my videos all the way through sometimes. I think about it. So I think about it sometimes. But for those of you who are interested, today's drink of choice is a holiday drink, a holiday edition, holiday creamy vanilla Coke Zero. Take two. So you got 0 calories, 55 milligrams of sodium, zeros everywhere else, and contains no dairy, even though it says creamy vanilla. It's the flavor. So let's give it a shot, shall we? I've had vanilla Coke, and vanilla Coke Zero. Yeah. Anyway, when vanilla came out, I drank the shizzle out of that. It's not bad. It tastes a lot like just vanilla, and I'd almost have to have one next to it to kind of taste the difference. But I kind of do taste that kind of a creamy, almost as if there were like the dirty sodas or whatever, where they put milk in it or whatever, or when you put milk in a regular Coke, it kind of tastes like a Coke float. This isn't the same, obviously, but it's not bad. It is very chill. I would say, I don't know if I'd say it was anything less than like a vanilla Coke, except that and it could be a placebo effect. If you say it is, it's not bad. It's actually pretty decent. I kind of dig it. Yeah, it's not overly one or the other. Like creamy vanilla. Like you taste the Coke. It's definitely sorry. It's definitely like you can taste the vanilla, but it's not just vanilla Coke. It does taste like it may be a little softer than the vanilla Cokes. Is kind of the way I'm feeling it. But yeah, no, we when I got back, I spent about sorry, I spent about what was that? Yeah. I spent about 10 to 11 months in Japan right after I got out of high school, and then when I got back, we were at the old, was it still the place where I was working before? And within about a year or so, I think a year, 2 years, maybe, we moved into a much larger building just down the street, like stone's throw, but across the street and a little bit further down. And in the new building, we had a Coke machine. And that was a little bit after that was when Coke Vanilla came out. And oh my gosh, we were doing 50-cent drinks back then. Even back then, it was kind of like, there's not a few places where you could use 50 cents. You know, drop 2 quarters and get you a drink. And yeah, so, but it was good. And I drank I drank a ton of the Coke Vanilla. Just at like at work, like you have your Coke, and there's the Coke Vanilla, but then there's also like your morning coffee stuff. So we were quite caffeinated, but all good things come to an end, kind of as it were, and mostly the expense. The new expense, new building, electric, and buying the sodas versus buying the sodas from, like, renting the machine, buying the sodas from, they're finally putting up the walls. Working on a construction thing up here near the mall for a bit, and they're finally putting up the, the exterior, the wall struts or whatever. Anyway, what was I saying? That's the problem with a one-sided conversation. Then the vanilla, like with the soda machine and the expense, and then Coke had a thing where we'll run through the machine, but you have to buy a certain amount of sodas from us, and they were wanting, for refills, they were wanting us to spend more when there was no room. Like, we weren't doing, we basically, they said, but the concept was if we order over a certain amount, we'd get a discount, but what we were paying for was more expensive than what we could get, like, retail, which didn't make any sense. And it basically had us going, you know what, screw it, we're just I get the concept of, like, the delivery. If, like, really we only needed like 4 or 5 12 packs, you know, of something, it's easier and quicker to get it from retail versus having them get the truck and bring it to us. But it became a headache, and it was an easy thing to pull. They could come get their stuff, and we could just get drinks and put them in a fridge for technicians instead of, you know. So anyway, but I remember drinking it so much that I just had that vanilla flavor in my mouth the entire time, and I was like, oh, I just got, no, that's a lot of vanilla. But anyway, like I said, it's basically kind of like a light on the vanilla, so definitely it's good. It's a good drink. I like it. I definitely can enjoy it. I hope you guys get a chance to try it out. I've got the, this is the zero sugar version. Obviously, I've got the regular version as well. I'll try that too. And I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. And I hope you guys are doing well. As always, I'm Sir Drinkslot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time invested to enjoy it all down to the last drop. As for the rating, I give it a 3 and a 7. It's not bad. It's fairly decent. So, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.